Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's map is the Fisherman's Bay, and we've got Leisure on in the A43 Black Prince Prototype. Now, this is a new tank in the game, or relatively new. Came in quite recently. It's Tier 6 British heavy tank, and as you can see, it's got a similar turret to the main Black Prince, which is the follow-on from the Churchill line. Of course, it's got very similar hull characteristics to the Churchills, just like the Black Prince, but just a tier lower and with a slightly less punchier gun. But it's got the same characteristics: strong frontal armour, particularly in the turrets, and of course the tracks can take a lot of shells in them. Alright, so it's a Tier 5, Tier 6 battaliers, top tier, and it's coming to the heavy, what you might think is the heavy line battle area. What are they going to find? The enemy's got a CDT, which is Tier 6 French heavy tank, also a premium tank as this one is. And they've also got a Crocodile, which is again a sort of a Churchill based, or it is the Churchill, but the camo for the D-Day campaign. Alright, so it's got a nice hold down position here, takes a shot that bounces KV1. He missed that shot there, but manages to do some damage to the enemy CDT. So Panzer IV F2 off to his right. It shouldn't really worry too much about him. I don't think his gun can penetrate to aim fairly well and use premium ammunition, most likely. But he's continuing to punish this CDT. The gun's slightly slower firing rate than the main Black Prince, but that's only one of the characteristics. You can see a nice green reticle there. He's just punishing the CDT. So far, it just keeps taking damage on his tracks. KV1, not quite as easy to penetrate. Just see the colour there, not coming up with a green mark, so not worth wasting a shot on, but he's just using his standard shells here and doesn't want to switch to premium unless necessary, but he's got quite a load of them. He's got over 60, including the HE shells. He's got over 70 shells to use in a battle, which he's unlikely to go through. Or the CDT's come in the corner and he goes, alright, well I can see you there, let's punish you again. But he withdraws before Lee can get the kill. Alright. So, he knows there's some other heavy tanks in front of him. There's the KV1, might get another shot on him. Just needs him to back up enough that he wants to use his gun and he will be able to go through the front like he does. KV1 can penetrate, just has to aim carefully, and there you go, does some damage. So the first bit of damage that Lee's taken from KV1, can he get rid of this KV1 before he does too much damage? Here comes the enemy Churchill 1, just piling in, trying to do some real damage. And of course the Churchill got a fast firing gun, smaller caliber, but fast firing and can do a bit of damage. If he's a Churchill player, he'll know how to do damage to a Black Prince. There's an M6 who's just gone straight past him without turning the turret. He just wants to get rid of this Churchill first. The M6 doing damage, as is the Churchill. Gets rid of the Churchill, and now he can turn and face the M6, who's done a bit of damage here, and he's angling nicely, but the Churchill also, M6 knowing where to shoot, can he get rid of him before the M6 dies? He's down to 256 hit points, but he's firing faster than the M6, takes another bit, 51 hit points left, gets the kill. So in a very short space of time, we are just in the 5th minute of the game, and he's clocked over 2.5 cav damage in a Tier 6 game. That's pretty impressive, but there's still damage to do. Okay, he's only got 51 hit points, so he's going to have to be a bit more circumspect. That ham rush was probably not what he expected. There's the Panzer IV F2, comes around the corner again, gets smacked as soon as he comes around. KV1 pushing up, but Lee not one to shy away from possibility to do damage, just pokes out again. There's KV1 off to his right. Now that could be dangerous combination there, but so far he's doing his best here. The game is still in the early days. They're only 2 tanks up, but they've got a significant hit point lead, and all of that's due to Lee here. There's the Panzer IV. Oh, that's a different one. Oh, that's a Panzer IVS. Okay, this could be a bit of a problem. Does block first round incoming. And can he do some more damage there? Goes for the turret. No. Got a bounce. No, you can do some damage there. Oh, unfortunately, that just misses and ricochets. He's still basically only giving a target of his tracks here. Panzer IV Schmalturm tracks him. Just going to thread the needle. Oh, he does put a nice shot in right through there. One more shot and he can get the Panzer IVS. Tries to keep the F2 at bay. And he's just asking for some support here. Now, the game has turned a bit more in their favour. They've 5 tanks up now, significant hit point thing, so heading for a win, but it's not over yet. So just stalling now. He really doesn't have any hit points to throw away, so he can't really push on the tanks in front. He's waiting for that KV-1 to come around the corner. Schmalturm tracks him. That's okay. He can fire back. He gets a shot into the F2. Bounces another round. And the Schmalturm does the last bit of damage and gets the kill. So that's unfortunate, but that's the game for Lee. He's no longer in the game, but his team now really sort of mopping up now. So he's just watching these tanks here, and he won't need to show the rest of the game. They will get the win. So we're going to jump forward to the end of the game here and just show you the credits. So setting set up the conditions for the win. Let's go and look at the details. Alright, that last shot into the F2, that brought him up to just under 3.5k of damage. That's earned him the high caliber award. Managed to get 2 kills there, but he's also blocked 2.8k of damage. Now, didn't get the steel wall, that's interesting. May have put a shot into one of his tanks, can't say there. But he has picked up the Ace Tanker Mastery badge. Let's have a look at the team score. Alright, once again, he's on top of the table, both for damage and EXP, almost twice the XP of the next best tank, which was the CDT. He was tracking near the end. Damage-wise, no one got over 1.3k there, so again, more than double the hit points of damage done by the rest of his team. And on the enemy side, the Crocodile got the highest amount both in damage and EXP, but not a lot of EXP to share there, and a lot of that is down to how much damage the rest of your team does. If they don't really pick up a lot, then there's not a lot of XP to share around. Alright, so definitely a carry there from Lee, and let's have a look at what it cost to run. So 29 shots fired, again, relatively fast firing gun, not quite as good as the Black Prince, but it's also a tier lower, so that's definitely an advantage. 26 hits and 24 penetrations. He did fire pretty much standard ammunition right through that game, so with some battle payments running, he's made a very tidy profit of nearly 90k. And look at the ammo cost and the repair cost. That's a complete loss of vehicle, so only 9.5k of expenses for that game. Even with a standard account would have made 64k, so that's very handy at tier 6. Another great game there from Lee, but also showing what you can do in the lower tiers. Sometimes a bit hard for people to make the jump from low tiers to high tiers, but we can give you some help in the low tiers as well to get some experience. That's also a good thing. So if you got some value out of this, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.